Are you ready? Are you ready for the thrill of victory? Are you ready to taste victory? Are you ready to take your sports betting to a whole new level? Sit up, put your feet on the floor, because we have work to do. Welcome to the grind. Welcome to Cappers Nation, your weekly all things sports betting show. Tune in live every Thursday at 8 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. Let us make you a more successful sports bettor.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome. We are back live after missing yesterday. I do apologize. Good morning, everybody. I almost said Monday morning. Tuesday morning, the 11th of August, Cappers Nation live, ready to rock and roll this morning. Hot diggity dog. It is early in the morning. 1 second, folks, here. Let me get my iPad reset. Hopefully you guys are all having a fantastic morning. It is dark. It is early. And we are definitely ready to rock and roll today. To say the least, we're ready to rock and roll. Congratulations, everybody, on our premium plays yesterday. Great day there. 3-0. Personal plays. I had a rough day yesterday from an amazing, great 4-1 weekend with a 2-0 to end the week on Sunday to a goose egg yesterday, 0-2. Inconsistent from Sunday to Monday, that's for sure. Good morning, everybody. Joshua Mauricio says game of the week. Absolutely, that was a easy blowout winner. Colorado, Arizona, over 11.5. Easy money. Randy, good morning. Gary, good morning. Bo King, good morning. Mr. Brackens, good morning. Kyle B, good morning. Joshua, good morning. Thanks, everybody, tuning in. We're not going to be live for very long this morning. Matter of fact, a lot of the NBA lines are not even out yet. But what I wanted to do, because what happens, Neverez, good morning. What's happening this morning is I am actually headed with, I'm leaving here, picking up my wife and my little one. We're headed up into the mountains to go tour different properties to buy property. So we do have an appointment this afternoon. It is like a 3.5, 4-hour drive. Maybe not that far, but nonetheless, Danny Daniels, good morning. Happy Tuesday to you. Happy Tuesday to you. But nonetheless, I wanted to be able to go live before we go. That way we can discuss whatever it is on the board that we're able to discuss before we go to help you guys out, put you guys on an additional free play, etc., etc., etc. And before I start my drive, wanted to go live, so here we are. I didn't want to miss 2 days in a row yesterday. I had some things come up with family that I had to take care of, so unfortunately, I did not get into the office until late yesterday. Mr. O'Neill, good morning. Mauricio says you parlayed all 3 premium plays yesterday, cashed it all. Congrats, man. Yeah, the game of the week was a winner in the 4th inning. Funny, I had a couple clients ask me how sure I was in it, and I said we'll see at least 12 runs by the 4th inning. I think we were at 13 or 14 in the bottom of the 4th. We were at 11 at the end of the top. Thought we were going to get it there in the top of the 4th. So either way, it didn't matter. It was a blowout. So congratulations to everybody on that one. I tried telling everybody that was a game of the year quality play. And we probably should have made it a game of the year. But hey, it's okay. We needed to make up for my game of the week. So rather than make it my baseball game of the year, we'll go from there. But I do have a couple other things that are big brewing for later in the week. Obviously, you got to wait for pitching rotation changes to make sure everything's good to go and all of that. So hopefully, the stars are already aligned, so hopefully they continue to align for us. Guys, give me 1 second. I do need to grab my pen and a piece of paper off the other desk in the across the room. So give me about 10 seconds. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back better than ever, baby. We're back better than ever, ready to rock and roll this morning. So, system plays, let's address that over the weekend. Extremely tough weekend for us on system plays. Matter of fact, I believe it's the first time ever where we lost multiple system plays in a week. One of them happened to be a 2-game series with the Yamori Giants, with one of their games being postponed. I think it was, or not postponed, but a push. I think that was game 3, ended up being a push. And then the Angels and the Twins getting swept. So yeah, they killed our great, amazing record of 99-4. We instantly, and with a postponed one in the mix, we instantly went from 99-4 to 99-7. That was painful. Does it hurt? Yeah. Is it okay? Yeah. We're 99-7. We're still up money. And we gave a little back. We gave a little back last week, but that's okay. We'll get it all back this week. The next week, we'll do exactly what we do. And we're still well ahead of schedule when it comes to our system plays. So was 99-7. We closed out another one late. Well, early this morning. So that was nice. That was nice to be able to close out yet again one more. So we finally got that monkey off our back. We finally got the elusive 100. We were chasing 100 system play wins, and it seemed like an eternity to be able to get it, but we finally got it. So congratulations there. We closed that one out this morning for everybody on the Tohoku Rakuten Golden Eagles. I think they won 4-1, minus $1.45 on the money line. So there's a new system play that was added onto the 2 Major League Baseball system plays that are still ongoing. There's one more for tomorrow. Japanese baseball system play. No South Korean system plays this week, with a little inconsistency coming out of those teams lately, as well as a lot of rain delays. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that. All is well, and we'll definitely be much better in a day or two. Thank you. So let's jump right into it, because I do not have very long this morning. And we probably already killed a third of our time at least by chit-chatting, jibber-jabbering, but it's okay. But again, game of the week, blowout winner, premium plays, 3-0 yesterday, and my personal plays shit the bed, 0-2, with the Dodgers on the run line and the Brewers minus 107. First, it's Minnesota that's hosing us over the weekend on a system play. Could not pull anything out of their ass over the weekend. And then all of a sudden, they can pull one out yesterday. So a little inconsistency coming out of Major League Baseball. Was just reading something about the Blackhawks and the Golden Knights series starting. So speaking of free plays and all of that good stuff, definitely want to put you guys on some stuff today. And we're going to start right here. We're going to start right here for you guys. And we're going to start with a Tuesday gimme. All right, if you guys don't know this one by now, then you obviously are not following along very well. Even the books are not jacking this up. If you guys remember, before the NHL season, our little first period overs, they were juicing us. They were juicing us so big, over 1.5 goals in the first period. Sometimes we're minus 200, 250, depending on which team was playing. Here we got a nice winner. coming up, and they're only taxing us minus 145. So we're going to put it up on the board. For you guys as the first one. I just want to get this one right out of the get-go. Of course, it's got to show up in red, huh? Wow, look at that. We figured out how to do that without having to rewrite it. So there we go. Blackhawks and the Golden Knights, first period over 1.5 goals. It's minus 145. Bet it now. I promise you it'll probably be bet up to 180, 190. Eli says, Kyle, did 5 dimes pay out that first inning no score Washington and Baltimore? Are you talking about the one from Sunday? Or from yesterday? The first inning should have no bearing on the game not completing. The first inning doesn't need 5 innings of action, but let me check for you. I'm checking right now. I got paid it because they put it in a parlay. Baltimore, Washington, no score first inning, minus 125. Here's a parlay in the win, as well as Baltimore, Washington. I'm looking at the graded results win. Yeah, they paid it. You made me go back and double check. I would definitely talk to your book. If it's an offshore, I would raise hell. If it's a local guy, I would raise hell because that's bullshit. You should have got your money. You should have got your money first because I promise you if you would have lost it, they weren't giving you your money back. First innings have no bearing on needing 5 innings of action to be completed. Sounds to me he's just being a shyster. Is it a local guy, Eli? Offshore it might be hosted on a paperhead, but do you settle up with a local guy? You have a local guy that you collect from? If you have a local guy that you collect from, then you're getting hosed. But either way, you should get paid, and I would definitely raise hell. So, if you guys have been living under a rock in a hard place, and you guys are not paying much attention to college football, as Jeff just said, I'd pull my money out if they didn't pay you. No matter what book it is, I'd pull your money out. You don't need an ID to open an account with 5 dimes. You'll just need your ID when you withdraw. So, college football. Mountain West canceling their college football season, saying they're going to hope to play it in the spring. That's the Boise States, UNLV, Wyoming. That good stuff right there. The Big Ten Monday, yesterday, announced they have postponed all fall sports, including football, and they're going to look to play in the spring. That's the Michigan States. Oh my Lord. Pac-12 is supposed to make an announcement today. They're expected to also cancel their season for fall football. the SEC's, as far as I know, the SEC's digging their heels in and they're saying, no way, no how, we're playing football. I heard reports that the SEC is also reaching out to other colleges that are interested in playing and joining the SEC for this season coming up. Ohio, I heard rumors. Jeff, they're now talking Big Ten in September, late September. You know what happened is they're shooting from the hip. They're shooting from the hip, and they're making rash decisions. Yeah, some of their chancellors and presidents are doctors. I get it. I understand. But if you set out for these kids saying, yeah, we're playing, report, start training, and all of this, all of that, and then you fire out on an impulse that you're canceling your season, well, there's going to be conferences like the SEC or the Big 12 that just scoop up your schools to play. The Big 12 has made no official decision. I know their league officials are meeting today, or they may have already met this morning. I don't know. And then they're going to also have a conference board of directors. Other than that, I think if the Big Ten stays the course that they're at, Alex, I agree with you. They're still so disorganized. And you know what it shows? It shows that each individual conference is running their show. And the NCAA has limited to zero oversight over what happens or takes place in college football. I would love to see, obviously, there's two scenarios. I would love to see the Big Ten and everybody, the Pac-12, Mountain West, UConn, all the Ivy League schools. I'd love to see them all play. The Big Sky, I'd love to see them all play and fall like they're supposed to. However, if they're not going to play, so the Big Ten's not going to play, I would love to see a conference like the SEC to reach out. Can you imagine Ohio State playing Alabama as a regular season game, and then the next week they get Ole Miss? It would be amazing. Nebraska, Ohio State joined the Big 12. Oh my Lord. Iowa State. It would be like a super conference. Even if we only had two conferences or one conference with 40 teams in it, it could be one of the best years of college football that we have as far as marquee matchups go. So, while it does suck, certain conferences doing what they're doing, I think it might be good in the long haul. As long as somebody like the SEC, which is the powerhouse, let's be honest, college football is the SEC. SEC is college football. Everybody else is just a supporting cast around the SEC when it comes to college football, in my opinion. So you pluck from all the others that want to cancel. You make yourself a couple super conferences. You have your season. You prove everybody wrong. You do it successfully. You do your testing. You go from there, and you have a great time. And you crown a national champion. All while some bitches are sitting on the sidelines. I get it. If you're not healthy enough or you're at risk, opt out. You shouldn't lose a year of eligibility. Jimmy O. Jenkins, good morning. So that's what's going on in college football. I think, in the next couple of days. Scott Frost from Nebraska came out, and right away, as soon as the Big Ten announced that they were shutting down their fall sports, came out and was like, Nebraska's prepared and willing to play outside of the Big Ten next year. We would love to play in the Big Ten, but if they're shut down, we're going to seek other opportunities. And I promise you, if they shut down, there's probably a clause in their contract that allows the schools to reach out to other conferences, join other conferences, as well as potentially make a permanent switch. Can you imagine the advertising dollars and the marketing money that the SEC brings in when they're able to market huge marquee matchups? Harbaugh came out very outspoken about how it's safer for his kids to play and stay on campus under his control than it is for them to be at home. Probably true. Regardless, I ain't no doctor, so I can't tell you what's true or not. I could only speculate. I'd speculate he's probably correct. Mr. Watson, good morning. And very outspoken against his campus president and their decision. Other breaking news, Major League Baseball is discussing a possible bubble-type playoff atmosphere. Imagine when they get to the playoffs, you get another St. Louis Cardinals who get an outbreak. I mean, the Marlins have bounced back from it, but for some reason the Cardinals just can't seem to bounce back from it. Give me one more second, guys. I left my phone over there. I gotta grab my phone real quick. I see it going off. And give me 1 second. I'll be right back. And then we'll start breaking down some games. Good morning, William, tuning in via text message. Thank you, brother. I hope you are doing swell.
Who do you want to send it to?
Ooh. My Siri trying to send a message to some random person. Thank you, Mr. Watson. It was definitely, game of the week was definitely a good one. So, nonetheless, we're going to dive into some sports, start breaking down some games. As far as the NBA goes, lines are just now popping up, all right? Lines are just now popping up. If we checked 30 minutes ago, they were just not there. Books are just now getting them and getting them out to everybody. Individual team totals are not even out yet. The only one that has it is the Celtics and the Grizzlies game. Scott says Major League Baseball's kicking your ass. There's good days, there's bad days with it. Just always be consistent, brother. I'm sure you'll pull through. Mr. Allen, what's going on? Thank you for joining us. Got a nice little crowd this morning for bright and early in the morning. We might have to make sure that we go live early in the morning every single day. All right, so a lot of breaking news going on. Keeping a close eye on it. Joe Joyner, good morning. Yeah, Robert, I did not get a chance to go live yesterday. I had some family things that I had to attend to. Let's talk NBA real quick. I don't have much time. I was actually supposed to be off and on the road in about 15 minutes. I don't think that's going to happen. So we'll go live for another 15 or so minutes. So we're going to do some speed breakdowns and take a look at some stuff. All right, guys. Nets, Orlando Magic. We said it again the other day. The Brooklyn Nets, not only would they probably cover the 13. By the way, that line was 13 when they played the Clippers. Got bet down all the way to 8. Not only did we beat that closing line, but we hammered the shit out of it. Hammered the snot out of it. Not only did they cover that 13 or 8, depending on when you bet it, but they also beat them outright by 9. So to say that the Brooklyn Nets, who were breaking down some big opponents. Since the bubble, they've lost 2 games. They're 4-2, and there are 6 games in the bubble. They've got 2 left, guys. This bubble, we're more likely going to see a little play-in, playoff. Later in the week, but as to determine the 8th seed. But as far as the Nets go, 4-2 so far, beating up the Clippers on Sunday, the Kings last Friday. They did lose to the Celtics in an ass beating. Wins over the Bucks, the Wizards, and they lost to the Magic, 128-118. Here they are playing the Magic again. They're catching 4.5 points. The Magic, on the other hand, hot diggity dog, they've reversed course after opening up 2-0 in the bubble, beating the Nets, then beating the Kings 132-116. They've lost 4 straight. Lost by 11 to the Pacers, lost by 10 to the Raptors, lost by 7 to the 76ers, and they lost by 3 to Boston on Sunday. Penny says, please do. I'm on vacation this week. Very nice. Hopefully vacation's treating you well. Mr. Allen, yes, the Nets are definitely playing great basketball right now. I see a lot of positive things coming out of them and their team. As far as this game goes, I don't have a dollar on this one, guys. I don't have a dollar on this one. But as far as this game goes, I do lean towards the Nets plus the 4.5, and I think that line comes down. All right, I think that line comes down. I think a lot of public, when they start waking up. Remember, these lines just came out, so I'd be willing to bet in a half hour they're probably down to 4, maybe an hour. Half hour to an hour, they'll probably be bet down to 4, plus 4 that is. So I do lean towards the Nets plus 4.5, and I also like the Nets and the Magic over 220.5. Okay, I do lean towards both of those. Now I'm just gonna bounce around. Want to get you guys on some stuff. All right, we already got one free play on the board right back there, as you can see. One that I'm eyeing. One that I'm eyeing that I do like. In the Boston and Memphis game. When Boston wins, their individual team total is pretty good. All right. Individual team total on this one is over 114. We hit them with the team total over on Sunday. And we're going to do it again today. Boston, team total over 114. We got enough room we can put. There we go. Celtics team total over 114. Cash it in. You're watching this show from Starbucks. Very nice. Where are you on vacation, Shapendi? Nick says your bookie has, or my bookie has the Orlando total over 221. And it actually just refreshed on 5 dimes like that. Guys, the lines just came out, and they're going to change right now rapidly. It's actually at 221.5 right now at 5 dimes. So literally in the span of 1 minute, that total's moving. All right, it pays to be quick. It pays to be quick. You guys sit around and take notes and go bet it in 5 hours. That total will probably be 224.5 before the game goes off. All right, so we've already seen a 1 point change. So it definitely pays to be quick. It definitely pays to be quick. So as far as the NBA lines are just now coming out, I know where they should be. I didn't have a chance to really pay much attention to them. So these are just some things gimmies that stand out to me. So we're going to move over to Major League Baseball, talk about that for a few minutes, and then send you guys on your merry way with some stuff that's on the board. All right? Early action game, the Marlins and the Blue Jays. Hernandez and Ryu on the mound for both teams. Marlins 7-3 out of their 10 games that they've played. They've lost 2 straight. Blue Jays 4-6 coming off their loss to the Red Sox, where they lost 5-3. Penny stay-home vacation, very nice. We're getting ready to head up to the mountains. It's just a day trip. It's a turnaround trip. We're looking at some property up there, and looking at a couple 40-acre parcels, a 72-acre, and an 80-acre to see which one we like. But we're buying some land up in the mountains. I guess it's safe to say we've been watching too much Yellowstone. The Johnson Ranch coming soon. Today's visit is in the Williams area. We've got it narrowed down between Williams and then, which is just outside of Flagstaff, just west of Flagstaff. Lamont, good morning. Alex, so I bet on sports for a living. Yep, this is my day job and my night job and my morning job. This is it. You know, you see most people filming out of their single wides with, you know, the little wood paneling or maybe some bad wallpaper in the background or maybe a backdrop. No, we do it right around here. But then again, the difference between us and other people is this is what we do for a living. So Brennan, you know, it all depends on if I have a paper route. Yes, out of Mama's basement. Out of Mama's basement. Well, we made it very easy for people to tell what the free plays that we've given out so far are. I mean, you couldn't get it any easier if you're here. Brendan, it all depends. A price per acre all depends on sorry, I was reading the comments. Hold on, Brendan. Jason, or from a home in Hawaii. Hey, there's no shame in filming from your home in Hawaii from the beach. There's no shame in that one. Jeff, am I coming back? We still have our house there. We've been here for much of the summer. Hope I was just there the other day for a quick little thing. Had to have a water heater changed on the house. So we still have our house there. We're going back and forth. But since the old coronavirus, we've pretty much stayed put. And as you saw, much of Vegas is on lockdown. Brendan, as far as acreage prices go, of course, Jason, I know who you're talking about. I have no problems with Mitch. I like Mitch. I think he does a good job at what he does. Different style, different setup. I have I like him. He's a good guy. A lot of shitheads in this industry. I don't think he's one of them. I think he's a good guy. And if I lived in a house on the beach in Maui, I'd probably film from my patio every day too. Hell, I know I've been live on vacation, so in Hawaii, and filmed with you guys there. Robert Allen, I remember you saying that you had family in the film industry. Anyone we know? I have family That's on the production side. On the actual the filming side. The production side. Never talked to him once, Eli. Brendan, to answer your question, price per acre, it all varies depending on elevation, scenery. Do you have, the juniper pines, which are, like a pine tree, but they're more rounded and they're not very tall? Or do you have super tall, regular pine trees? Is it more mountain? Is it open? But I mean, you can get it cheap, man. You can get it cheap. Anywhere from $500 an acre or less, $500 to $1,000 an acre, but the view, the land is less desirable, but you're paying closer to what you paid for mountain property. Elevation up there, anywhere from 6,800 to 7,500 feet elevation. I'd prefer a little bit higher. The ones we're looking at start at 6,200 and go up to, I think, 6,900 feet elevation today. And then we hopefully we'll go visit the other side of the state, which is a little further away, which is a little less desirable, but they're a little higher elevation. All right, taking a look at some baseball, guys, because I don't have much time before I gotta go. Never do I need a ranch hand, right? Right? Nick Hill says the Cubbies today. The Cubs having a big game against the Indians today. Lester and Plutko on the mound. Line on that one actually just came out with the Cubs only laying $1.12. Cleveland coming in at plus 102 in that game, who have won 2 straight. Cubs coming off their loss just the other day. Well, Thursday, when they lost 13-2 but to the Royals when they got smoked. I don't know what time he gets up, Scott, but I'm assuming over back there it's probably really early if he films in the morning. Ryan says, Cubs are money against the American League. Very great. Paying attention there. That's a good one. White Sox, Tigers today. Tigers laying $1.10. White Sox plus 100 even money. That line has moved from last night. Just a tad bit. Minus 102. Actually, it stayed at the same at 5 dimes. Minus 102 still. A couple other books have moved it to $1.10. Rickety Cricket says over 8.5 Mets and Nationals. As far as the White Sox and the Tigers go, we put out a daily free play last night on this game. If you want to know what it is, go watch the daily free play video. If you know what it is, please don't post it in the comment section here, because that's why we film the videos, so people watch them. Diamondbacks, Rockies. As far as the total goes, we have a play on the side, but as far as the total goes, yesterday went sky high. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Total yesterday went through the roof for us. Nice, easy winner. The Rockies did not score 40 runs. The Rockies actually got beat by the Diamondbacks, but we ended up getting to 20. Definitely went over the other day. As far as today's game, Gallen on the mound, Freeland on the mound, who's 2-0 for Colorado. I mean, how do you not like the guy named Kyle, right? How do we just drop 2 cameras? Weird. I swear sometimes the cameras are weird. We drop 2 cameras. Instantly they just shut off. Weird. Oh. Either way. either way, as far as the Rockies and the Diamondbacks, obviously first instinct is it's in Colorado. They're putting up the runs yesterday. Over 11 should be a gimme, yada, yada, yada. Well, take a look. Dive into it first before you instantly... We got one of the cameras back. Instantly just jump to the over. Kyle Freeland for Colorado, guys. In his 2 starts at home so far this year, in his first one, he went 6 complete innings. He gave up 2 hits, no runs. He had 4 strikeouts and a walk. However, his last one against the Giants on the 6th, five days ago, he pitched 6 2/3. He only gave up 3 runs on 8 hits. He had 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, and he gave up 1 long ball. So teams are, it's not a gimme. It's not an instant gimme when teams are in Colorado. So be careful when it comes to that one. I do lean towards the over, but I don't know if I'm necessarily going to bet it. Kyle Freeland, when he pitches in Colorado, is usually rock solid. Now, he has been rocked. Arizona rocked him in Colorado. He went 5 1/3 last August, gave up 5 runs on 5 hits. So I do lean towards the over in this one. It's at 11 minus $1.20. I like that. Bouncing around a little more. Can the Dodgers get a big win today? Dodgers very inconsistent the last couple of days. They've lost 2 out of their last 3 against the Giants and the Padres. They lost yesterday in a close game 2-1. Pitching change took that line from the Dodgers laying $1.50 to minus 200. It didn't matter. They still lost 2-1. Stripling on the mound. He's 3-0. I like when Ross is pitching. Chapin says, I don't understand LA Dodgers. They either are rock solid with the bats or they're not. Their pitching is on or it's not. Their pitching has been on more times than it's been off. It's the inconsistency in the batters that is plaguing them. I think today they get the job done. I think today they get a nice big bounce back. I like when Ross is on the mound. I mean, they're 3-0. What's not to like about that? Nick Hill says Dodgers only win if I bet for them. Well, then bet on them tonight, will you? Robert says you lose every time you bet on the White Sox. It's like me and the Angels. That's like me and the Angels. Anytime I have a play on the Angels, it's like they suck the life right out of me. The Angels just suck the life right out of me. The Angels just kill us every time we're on them. Or we're against them, it seems, although we faded them quite a bit. Braves, Yankees. Toussaint on the mound against Montgomery. As far as this one goes, I like the over. I like the over. But old Tahuki, in his last outing, gave up only 3 runs on 4 hits. He had 9 strikeouts. Almost hit that double digit in 6 2/3. Gave up 3 runs on 4 hits. He had 9 Ks, no walks. He corrected his walks, and he did what he said, or what we talked about that he would do in his last outing. As far as Montgomery goes, there's a lot of sluggers in both of these lineups. Obviously, Yankee Stadium, that ball will be flying. I do lean towards the over. I do lean towards the over in this one. Over 10, I think, is a gimme. I think this one should be a tad bit high, or a tad bit higher. Ryan C says, Seattle first inning, no run has been hitting well. Going up against Texas today, got to remember Mike Minor's on the mound. Mike Minor has been tagged in his last 2 starts. He hasn't gone past 5 2/3. His last game he went 5. He gave up 5 runs on 4 hits. He had 6 Ks and 2 walks. The time before that against San Francisco, he gave up 6 runs on 9 hits. He had 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. Each game, his last 2 games, he's given up 1 home run. Although his last outing against Oakland, first inning, no run, was a success. Same thing against San Francisco, first inning, no run, was a success. Colorado, he blanked him. Mike Minor on the mound, he's 3-0, no runs in the first off of him. With Minor, and guys remember, I followed Mike Minor a lot when he was with the Braves. And if he's going to get rocked, it's for a lot of starting pitchers. It's either going to be right away, and if he corrects it, he'll be lights out the other 4 or 5 innings that he goes. If he doesn't get it corrected, he'll make it 3 innings and give up a half a dozen to a baker's dozen. Or he may just give up that 1 long ball in the first and he'll get it squared away. But I do like that one, Ryan. I do like that one. Seattle, Texas, no run on the first. There's a couple today that definitely interest me in that one. Miami and Toronto, no run in the first is kind of enticing. Cubs and the Indians, no run in the first is enticing. Nationals and the Mets is enticing. If the Diamondbacks and the Rockies were not playing in Colorado, I'd say it's enticing, but I can't touch that in Colorado. No way, no how. Dodgers and the Padres, but the Padres keep teeing off in the first inning. So I'd steer clear of that one. But again, Seattle, Texas, no run in the first. Now, as far as the NHL playoffs go, here they are. Some updated odds. The Vegas Knights, the favorite to win at plus 425. Colorado plus 575. I'm going to give a couple that I like. There's 2 long shots that I really like. And they're playing some... One's playing good offense, the other's playing good, well-rounded hockey. First of all, the Coyotes, Arizona at plus 2,000. I am betting these just so you guys know. I'm just giving you guys a couple little futures that I'm going to be betting. Arizona plus 2,000. I think they're playing exceptional hockey. They came in with a chip on their shoulder. Their GM just flat out left them, literally, right before play. Rickety, we've done that before. Hell, Sunday I gave you guys a no run in the first prop that we cashed if you hedged, which was an easy hedge. But again, Coyotes plus 2,000 on 5 dimes. They're playing exceptional hockey, not only on offense, but Darcy Kemper in net for them. Definitely coming in with a chip on their shoulder. As far as my next one that I do like, that I will be betting as a future, and I'm not a big futures better, but this far in such a short period of time, I don't mind betting a futures at this stage. I'm not going to bet a future 6 months ago. That's just not what I do. I think there's other better avenues to invest your money. The Blackhawks at plus 1,800 are one of them. I will be betting these as soon as we get off the live show. While I do lean towards the Flyers, they seem to choke when they need it the most. As far as betting on the Golden Knights, I just seen too many inconsistencies this year, as well as during their little bubble play. You know, I do like some of the big long shots. The Islanders stand out. I just don't know if I'm going to bet on them. They get the Capitals. The Capitals are a minus 135 favorite in their first game tomorrow. Islanders had a decent season. 35, 23, and 10. However, the Lightning at plus 650. While I do like them, they seem to choke whenever I bet on them in a tough situation. Bruins always 715. I do think there's value there. I definitely think there's value in Boston. They get Carolina, who's a plus 1,100 to win it all. But as far as long shots that I will be betting, I don't need to bet a plus 425 and put my money on the Knights to win. There's not much value for me to put my money out for a month or two at that. I'm not a big fan of the Capitals this year. I think they line up and match up well against the Islanders, though. Other than that, Canadians against the Flyers. And you remember, you got to put into value each one of these teams that you're taking as a long shot. Are they going to even make it out of the first round? They're going to make it out. Robert Allen, I don't know a book that would allow you to take the over 1.5 in the first period of the Blackhawks game and then the Blackhawks on the money line, all in the same parlay. Joshua, I love, I love Columbus. Definitely on my radar. I may end up betting them against Tampa. I think they match up extremely well. The way Columbus played against Toronto showed a lot. And there's value there at plus 1,800. So they were on my to-do list about do a little more research and betting, but I do like them. I'll probably put a little futures on them. At plus 1,800, when I bet a futures, there's got to be some great value in it. There's not much value at plus 425 to win it all for the Knights. The Knights may not even get out of the first round against the Blackhawks. The only thing with the Blackhawks that I don't like is they're giving up a lot of goals. They're scoring a lot, but they're giving up a lot. So with the exception of their last game, was their 3-2 game. Other than that, I mean, Jiminy Crickets, 4-3, 6-4, 6-4. So I will end up putting the futures on the 3, Columbus, Chicago, as well as Arizona. Absolutely, 500 gets 9K. And remember, if you get to a later stage, you can start hedging. You can start hedging for them not to win a series and get your 500 back as long as they get out of one. Long as they get out of one, because I promise you Columbus will probably be a dog. Columbus, Arizona, Chicago will be a dog at plus money in everyone. So you'll have to lay a little juice to get your 500 back if you hedge. But as soon as they get out of the, this next round, if they advance, you can start hedging each one and at least get your money back. And then from there, you could make a decision if you want to hedge for profit or not. So, that's awesome, Robert. That's good to know. I do have a Bet Online account. Never as how do you hedge? Hedging is betting the other way. Let's just say you take the Coyotes at plus 2,000, 500 to win 10,000, and they win the first series. You go to the next one. You can bet the individual series that whoever their next opponent, let's just say they draw the Golden Knights next. You could bet them, you could bet the Golden Knights to win 500 on the series that they advance. And if the Coyotes lose, you would win 500 by betting on whoever their next opponent was. Or if they win, you lose that 500 plus the juice, but they go to the next round, and you're that much closer to cashing a $10,000 ticket. Then you could hedge again if you needed to for double that. So, other than that, guys, other than the daily free play video play, which I absolutely love, that's in Major League Baseball. The two games that we have on the board cam went down. I don't know why that one shut off on us, unfortunately. And I don't know why it's not turning back on, but we'll have to figure it out and get it back on for the next show. But other than that, NHL playoffs, there's nothing better. NHL, Major League Baseball playoffs, there's nothing better. Especially NHL. Nothing better than NHL overtime, that's a fact. So, if you guys can't read the board, Chicago-Vegas first period over 1.5, gimme game right there. And then the Celtics team total over 114. And then there's a daily free play in the White Sox-Detroit Tigers game in the daily free play video. Johnny K, remember, those lines are just now coming out, so you're going to see overreaction, overcorrection from the books one way or another. They put a line out and people absolutely hammer the under, they're going to instantly drop it down a couple points. Or if people are hammering the over or a certain team, they'll move it. If you guys remember, we leaned the over 220.5. As soon as that line came out on 5 dimes on the Nets and Magic, it was 220.5. It's up to 222 now. I suspect this game will be 224 before it's all said and done. So, again, that's what I have for you guys this morning. I'm actually 45 minutes longer than I was expecting to be able to go live this morning. So, live show later on today. No, I'll be up in the mountains looking at buying property. So, no, I won't be back until late tonight. We're frozen. We're frozen. We're frozen. We're frozen. There you go. But anyways, guys, good luck to everybody today. Go watch the daily free play video. We've got one in there for everybody. And I'm going to get out of here. Everybody that's on my personal plays, you'll be getting them shortly. All right, guys, take it easy and good luck, everybody. We'll see you guys all tomorrow. We'll go live same time tomorrow. Good little lively crowd this morning. It's because you guys are probably at work. Get you guys while you are already on your computers. Take it easy, guys. Good luck today. Bet